Good morning everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be venturing out to look at a property for off-grid Homestead subscriber on our channel, and we're looking at a property today, or several properties, to help them be able to get footage. We will be covering that land footage today in this video. So Michael and I have been receiving quite a few emails requesting if we can go and look at properties for our YouTube subscribers who either have property already here that they bought sight unseen, or they are looking for land and wants to purchase in the Apache County area and Navajo. However, we've decided that since we've been having quite a few requests, to use this footage to explain how we have come up with a plan to help not only our off-grid community, but also anyone who is interested in moving to the White Mountains area. And we have decided that we will be working on a join button, which will be applying a small fee, and that fee would support the channel for gas and tools that we would need to help off-gridders find land. Now, if you're interested, at this time I don't have the join button up and running, so if you're interested, just send us an email, and we do ask that you would either be looking for land within our vicinity, because we can't drive across state lines or towns to look for land for you. And a lot of people are interested in buying lands sight unseen, and it would take a huge risk in doing that. So we do want to help you guys bring footage to those off-grid land, and we can use our channel to show off-grid communities and lands that are available. Once you make a request to us, we do ask that you would support us with a small fee so that we can again have the tools and the supplies, such as a drone and the gas that it would need for us to be able to go out and venture into these areas. Now, some of the roads are rough. Video on the off-grid land search. So if you're interested in land, we do have to travel some roads, and you can see the condition. This road just changed. What do you call this road, babe?
What do you mean?
Okay, so we went from the red road, and then this yellow looking road.
I think they called it like a caliche type road or something, but these kind of roads are, we've been hearing that these lighter color roads are supposed to get paved sometime in the future, and there's a few of them that are like the main roads out here.
Right. So these roads can get rough, and so one of the things that we would like to do is we would like to have a drone, so that the drone can go ahead of us and check out some of these bigger acreage, because if the road isn't accessible, we don't like to take a chance. So we had a few people reach out to us, subscribers reach out to us and ask for us to look at their land for them that they already have. But we don't feel comfortable, because these roads can go from smooth roads to paved roads to bumpy roads to not a road at all, and you're trying to make your way out into over it. And there's been a couple of times where we almost got stuck, and just by the grace of God, we made out of it. So we do want, to be able to have the equipment for these types of adventures for you guys. So right now we're trying to look for a drone that we can use, and they're pretty pricey, so I don't know how long it'll take for us to get the money together, but we do want to help you guys find your land. We know what it's like, and we're taking a journey with you guys, and to be able to help you guys would, require that we have the correct tools, and one of the tools that we would need is a drone. to be able to cover um, the footage, to make sure that we have our ways clear and not put ourselves in a situation where we can't get out of. And we only have our one vehicle, which is, we don't want to take a chance with that. So, and
The main
again,
vehicle at least.
yeah, so what we're willing to do is, it needs to work. We want to be helpful to our community, but we also want to make use common sense and make sure that we're not putting ourselves out, and then putting ourselves in a situation where we cannot get out of. Because like I said, a lot of these are raw land. They're untamed, they're unsubdivided, they're not incorporated. So we want to make sure that we're in places where we're going that are safe and the roads are good and accessible. And if not, you guys can make an informed decision whether or not you want to deal with that issue of road access when you're getting your land. But yeah, so we'll bring you guys back once we get to the property. So now we're following the realtor, and as you can see, the road is bumpier on this end. So for this land that we're going to, I would be thinking about going back and forth during snow season. So that's something to think about. It's called Curves Mountain Graves here on these land. As you can see here, there is a steep, real sharp turn here. Like,
so during the snow season time, you got to be careful because it goes downhill.
right. So what Michael said is that during the snow season, this is very deep. You see how deep this is? Steep, sorry. And so that's something to consider. And we're going back in these back areas here.
Trail.
Mm-hmm. And then the roads become narrow around here as well. This is way in the back here. So the main road that we came off of is Stanford, and it's paved until you get to a certain point and you turn down and you come into these type of roads. So one of the things about having bigger acreage is that you're more than likely to be in the way in the back. And so you're going to have to know that it's probably going to take you a good 20 to 30 minutes to get out to the main road, and then also to be able to go to town is another 20. So you're looking at probably a good 45 to an hour, depending on where you're going into Sholo for shopping, for main shopping and a hospital. That may or may not be important for you when you're looking for land. So all those things you want to have in the back of your head. And again, we're not realtors. We're going with the realtor. You must have a realtor if you want us to look at land for you. And again, it must be in our neighborhood, in our area. If you would like for us to get you footage, and we'll post it as content so that you can see your land, and also so that people could get an idea as they're watching our channel of something roadkill. Sorry about that. that others can get a idea of, you know, all the different areas in the White Mountains of what the land and how different they can look.
And depending on where you live, you can get water from the well. They have to be in a certain area though.
Right.
Thanks.
So the road does get a little rough here, as the further back you go, but not too bad. It's not splitting or anything like some roads are. But like,
It's like confusing. I don't know how they figure out these areas back here.
there's another road up there. So where this is where
This is,
Yeah.
this marker is.
Yep. And it goes that way.
So basically, that 5.5 and the 6 acre is going to be
Yeah.
all along this
Yeah.
hillside right here.
Now I wish, you know, this one was available because then that's all flat. I
Yeah.
like that. But we need to go see where this one is at. you
So
know.
they have this one sectioned off, but they haven't put it for sale.
This is
It's not
one
for
of the
sale.
Yeah,
properties
this one.
here. As you can.
Guevara with Aces High Real Estate. I'm here out showing property for anybody that's interested in looking for property. If you need any questions or have any concerns or need any resources, you can give me a call, 928-242-5772. Thank you and have a good day.
So we're going down here because the realtor realized that there's another property down here, 8 acres, that's for sale, but we're trying to find, because they just broke this big property up into separate acreages and stuff. So we're trying to find basically where like the property line is and stuff, or the corner, because it's not so there's a tag there. See, there's that tag there.
The pink tag on the ground is the survey tag, but you can see water comes through here. Right here.
Oh, I guess you can see it.
Water
corner
goes
here.
through there, and you can see there's a bunch of rocks as well.
There's another tag there. So I don't know if they have it broken up by acres.
There's a
Because
tag on the
I've seen
ground
the
there.
pink tags on the ground. Let me see.
Lots of trees. So it will take some clearing.
Yeah, just on the ground like that one.
Yeah. going up there and is looking for one of the 8 acres. So there's lots of surveys on the ground. However, again, you can't tell when one starts and the other ends. So that's why we're walking to see what we have here. This is what I was talking about. Some of the roads can be sketchy. This one is in fact sketcy. You can tell water comes down here on each side. Water goes there too. You found it? So the 8 acres you found. One on the corner there. Which one?
So,
here, you point to it.
So we're standing about here. This is the 8 acres that she says is available. And if you look down here, there's a T-post over here. There's a green one there, but the one with around the corner from this bush here, you can see the one there. It looks like that's probably the person's property over that way. So this is the edge, and it just goes all that way. So it's on a slight hill, on a slant.
Go from the T-post there. I'll take you up here so you can see.
There's some T-posts just on the other side here, and that's right there. That's where the corner is, around there where those T-posts are. Yeah, so it's basically
the 8 acres.
The 8 acres looks like it goes this way, so it's not exactly flat, but it's on a slant, you know.
Here. It's actually not bad. I see a red. I see a thing over there.
Okay. So I don't know if the people up on the hill, their property goes all the way down to there.
And I can get like I said, I can get the plat map. That one just doesn't show. That one. See? Yeah, it does. See how it has it right there? Then it has it right there, then it has it right there. And I have a wheel.
Yeah. So
I don't
know where is it 4 acres wide? Is that how they do it? So I would say around where your truck is to this right here is probably the width of it, right? Maybe.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, where it started, I think that's where that, that parcel B, but it's 8 acres, so it's wider here, and so I have the plat map, it's just, I didn't get it yet. It'll show me the numbers on there, see, because it has numbers.
Yeah.
And so when I can see them clearly, then we can start at that pin over there, and then we can go with the wheel and say, okay, that's where that is, or start from there and then go across, and then we can use those ones that they have and then pin it, because with that app that you have, that's pretty precise, because that's a hunter's app that you have.
So I see a pink thing in the road over there. I wonder if that's one of those.
Yeah, it is.
And that's close to where you can see there's a green T-post right there.
Yeah, I was seeing it when I was walking.
So does that mean that they have to give access to for other homeowners?
Yeah, the road. There's road access, correct.
So I'm not sure if those are broken up like it's an acre wide and it just goes back 8 acres.
Well, it would tell you, see, because it's longer this way, right?
Yeah.
So I just can't see
the numbers.
The numbers clearly. Now, if I could see the numbers clearly, then I can, we'd be able to wheel it.
Yeah.
But until I can get the official plat map, which I can, it just hasn't came. I asked for it, but it takes a little bit for them to send it to the title company. So I'll get it, and then we can come wheel it.
Yeah, it has like a little thing where it looks like water runs through there.
Yeah, that is runnage. Yeah.
Okay, this is the second property we're looking at, and the road is better access here. This one is 2.18 of an acre. I don't have my microphone on, so it's going to be a little bit loud here. So this is the one we're looking at here. So the road isn't paved here, but it is paved along the way. And then you have this yellow road, which is unmaintained. And then
I think this one is maintained.
This one is maintained?
Yeah.
Okay, because it says here non-maintained.
It might be the one we're turning on. So.
Okay, this listing says unmaintained, so we're gonna go with that. And then turn this way.
And then how far down is it?
It says the sign right at the sign.
So it's either this corner or the next corner. Let me see.
So there is some neighbors here already.
All right, so 0.1, and it's on the right.
There should be a sign that says.
Nice views up
There's some power lines running above here. This area looks like it's rolling hills or slopes. A lot of slopes.
Nice views right here. So. Here it is right here. Yeah,
Okay, so it's this corner lot, but you can see it's.
And you got all these nice views right here.
Yeah, I got nice views.
And there's power right here.
So this is the lot here. It's 2 acres, 2.18 of an acre. So we're out at the property, and this is the 2 acre property, 2.18 of an acre. So this is your road here. And as you can see, it's a good road. You have better access than the bigger property. And it's in the vicinity of where we originally had looked at for the other acreage. And we also have a video on that one. So This one looks like you have better access. You got a nice open area there for a house or whatever it is you're doing.
Really nice views.
Really nice views from here. We're looking at the valley there in the mountains. This is how close you are to the road. So great access. Look like you can be on grid if you choose that. There's power lines right on off the property. I'm trying to walk out to the middle here so you can get a better view. You've got lots of trees here. Not a whole lot of rocks, which is good for septic. Here. Not sure where the property lines are, but it's good size. Not too big, not too small. And these are your views. Like I said. Come over here. This way. You see the lot next to you. You would definitely need to have the land surveyed to figure out where your lot starts and where it ends. Okay, so there's a pole here. So this might be your line here. Going that way. Going over there. Still can't tell if that's 1 acre and this is the 2nd acre. So we do recommend you getting it surveyed. There's a pole there. I'm trying to walk this way. You can get an idea. I'm going to cross the road here. The road is all good here. I like that. Easy access. So if you need to run into the grocery store, it's closer from here. The main town is closer from here. And there's a 2nd pole right here. So that's your 2 acres from that end over here to here. Okay. And these are your views. So there's a pole way back there. Is that the back end?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where this thing is?
Look right here. The tall pole sticking out. Come look this way.
I know, I saw it.
See it right there?
I'm saying I don't know if that's the right one though, because it should be straight down from this. So I don't know if it's angles or if that's
The middle.
the middle for
the both property, I think. Yeah, I think that's the middle of both properties. So here's the 2nd pole, right here. So this would be a corner, right here. And so from the end there to here, this is your corner. And we're gonna walk out to the back side there because that might be the middle of both properties where that pole is. So look at the grade here. So the road is higher here. So that's your grade here, and we're gonna go down this way. It's very windy out here. We don't have our mics on. We need to speak up.
This is the edge of the property, so that might be the post right there, or the back for the corner. From basically from that road all the way over here.
So from that corner there to here is the property lines, from what we can tell.
So you have a lot of land, like open land to put a house or park trailers. There's plenty of space for that.
Right.
And you have to just level it a little bit.
And you could possibly put your house to the backside here, away from the street and the road.
This part is a little more flat, but it's at the bottom. So they're that truck.
Did you set the alarm? So we were looking at the property and then somebody stepped up on us. Yeah, so we're at the back side of this pole here. And so I think this is the 1st acre, the 2nd acre. And this one here is probably the middle of the 1st acre, or the back side of the 1st acre. So you can see where the truck is over there. So I think this is a first acre.
This is the middle back of the two. You can see there's a post there, the rebar. So it's 1 acre this way to that post, all the way to that far corner, and then the other acre is on this side.
So there's another marker back there. So that's the middle, or the end of the second acre, right? The
yes,
middle.
all the way to the green one is the corner.
Right. So there's.
Go all the way down to that. Actually, I think that might be the far one. Yeah, that far green one. I think is.
Can't really see it
this
from
one
here.
is a push because it goes straight to the truck.
Yeah. And here's the second acre, the first acre of the second, and it's 0.8, 118. Yeah. So this one is a little bit more because it has the power lines on the property. And also, because of the road access, you can definitely bring a trailer in here right away. You don't have to clear the other land. Requires clearing, and that can be expensive. The guy we just met said it's $10,000 to clear his land, just to clear it. And we're on the main road again. So you can see how well the road is here compared to the other property. And where Michael is, he's in the middle of the property. Right there.